Good evening, I'm Sadie Hughes. One Cedar Rapids neighborhood has been fighting negative perceptions for years. Part of that battle started 25 years ago when the Wellington Heights Neighborhood Association was created. Fox 28 News reporter Kevin Berry is here with how the neighborhood and its group of dedicated citizens have shaped each other. Kevin.
Yeah, Sadie, it's a part of the city that people who live there say gets a bad name sometimes. They admit there are some negatives from time to time, but they say there are so many more positives that they've been working now for 2.5 decades to share.
Here the cabbages right here.
Community gardens all throughout the Wellington Heights neighborhood might be sprinkled with green plants.
All you gotta do is cut them up and fry them.
But there's a lot more than just dinner growing in them.
You think that's the best food we ever had in our life?
It's the community itself. Russ Oviatt was a president of the Wellington Heights Neighborhood Association just after the beginning of its 25-year history.
Early on, I think a number of the original residents here felt like the neighborhood maybe was getting a little bit splintered, a little fragmented.
Since then, the groups had neighborhood cleanups, installed little libraries every few blocks, and is responsible for these gardens as well.
Going in the bag.
He says it was the first group of its kind in the city, trying to bring neighbors together to make their community better.
The early founders of the neighborhood were kind of making it up as they went along.
In the beginning, we had 40, 50 people at every meeting.
Now, Steve says fewer people show up, but after 25 years, the association has done what it set out to do.
It has changed. There's more people taking pride in ownership.
It's an organization that tries to battle a bad reputation with community improvements when others fight with guns.
People have the perception of crime and violence, but 99% of the time, that's not the reality here.
Some of its founding fathers say it's come a long way, but there's still much more to do.
I think the association will go on forever as long as there's people willing to stand up and volunteer.
Justin says the association will mark its 25th anniversary at its annual silent auction in November. Money from that event helps to fund projects for most of the year. Kevin Berry, Fox 28 News.